All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Warrior Urban Talk Radio. It's your girl, Carly Reed, bringing you the hottest interviews and 10-minute tips from our warrior experts, parents, students, leaders in gifted education and special education in urban school communities. If you haven't done so already, join the movement by subscribing to our YouTube channel, The Warrior Agency LLC, and to this podcast. Tonight, our topic is grade skipping, and our special guest is a warrior Hispanic gifted and talented student, Santiago. Santiago, welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How are you? How you doing?
Good and you?
Good. And go on ahead and just tell us a little bit about yourself and your background.
Well, my name is Santiago, and I'm Mexican American. And my education has been something that I've been very proud of. In elementary school, I was classified as gifted and talented, and my teachers really pushed me to do the best that I can do. And that has eventually led me to skipping a grade in the eighth grade. And that's the best thing that could happen to me academically.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that. Well, are you ready to hop right into this interview?
Yep.
Cool. So, Santiago, what is your area of giftedness?
I'm gifted in reading.
Okay. And what does being gifted mean to you?
I would say that being gifted to you means that you're able to pick up on things quickly and you're able to perceive things differently compared to others, and you're able to pick up the I would say the little details in things.
Okay. All right. Well, what have been some of the struggles and challenges that you face as a Mexican American gifted scholar over the years?
I would say my only struggle has been when I first skipped a grade. It was very hard socially to sort of fit in due to having to make new friends and start talking to people, because when I skipped a grade, I was going to be among people that I never talked to and didn't even know. And so the first few months of freshman year, that was a really hard time. But as I've gotten to know people better and I've started making friends, um, I ended up passing that. And I would say that's my only struggle so far.
Wow. Okay. Well, I was the gifted coordinator at the time and submitted your recommendation based upon the data that I saw and your level of maturity and everything in reference to grade skipping. And you actually grade skipped in seventh grade, is that correct?
Yes.
And you're now a thriving senior. So I've been able to see your growth for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about you and your family's initial reaction to the recommendation.
My initial reaction, I was a little bit apprehensive, I would say, because I didn't really want to do like skip a grade, because the first thing that I thought of was how was I gonna make friends? How am I gonna socialize? But for my parents, they had some reservations, but the first thing that they thought of really was that it was gonna be a great opportunity for me to advance in my education, and they pushed me to sort of seize that opportunity, and I'm glad I took it.
Good. Okay. So now that you're a thriving senior, do you have any regrets about grade skipping?
Um, Initially in freshman year, yeah, I kind of regretted it. But as soon as 10th grade rolled around sophomore year, I was just like, it's the best thing that could happen to me, because I already had people I could talk to. The classes weren't hard, and I didn't struggle academically at all in freshman year. And so I just knew that that was like the right choice for me. And yeah.
Oh, well, Santiago, I am so proud of your accomplishments. You're like a shining star at our school. You've been accepted to multiple colleges and universities. You've also received over $30,000 in scholarship money to go to school. So tell us about a few schools that you've been accepted to and the scholarships that you've earned.
All right, so I've been accepted to Colorado Mesa, and they actually offered to pay for my full tuition, except for um, like boarding and housing and just housing. And I've been accepted into GCU. They offered me about 4,000 a year, and then I was accepted to the University of Wyoming, and they gave me the brown and gold commitment, which is about 4,000 a year as well. And I've been accepted into CSU, CU Boulder, Adams State, Metro, and that's pretty much it.
Wow, that's amazing, Santiago. That is, it's so crazy that I've seen this growth over this long period of time. Again, I am so proud of you and everything that you've accomplished. So, do you have one that you've settled on already?
Currently I'm a finalist for Daniel's Fund, and so yeah, and
Yes,
so
yes. Can you tell the people a little bit about what Daniel's Fund is?
Daniel's Fund is a scholarship based in the West, around Colorado, Utah, New Mexico, Wyoming, around these states, and they dedicate themselves to giving other students the opportunity to a better education by offering them full ride scholarships. And I decided to apply, and now I'm a finalist for it.
That is amazing. Congratulations to you. And we are really hoping and praying that everything works out because you absolutely deserve it. Well, in preparation for college, you've taken both advanced placement and concurrent enrollment classes. So, which would you recommend, and or which do you believe better prepares you for college?
I would say that concurrent enrollment better prepares you because the teacher has already had to have been trained in order to give that material. And if you pass the class, the credits are guaranteed. Whereas with AP classes, you really have to study hard and work hard in order for that to pay off. And also the AP credits aren't really guaranteed. So yeah, I would say that concurrent enrollment is the way to go.
All right. Well, have how have your teachers and or people on your team really supported you in your area of giftedness and with grade skipping?
I would say that my teachers have supported me every day. Um, it's very useful when teachers ask you how you're doing and how's the day been, because that really lifts you up. And also, my teachers, they always ask me if the work is okay for me, if I need any help. And anytime I ask for help, they always give it to me. And right now, with senior year, since senior year is basically one of the most important years of high school, with college and everything, my teachers have been really supportive with me getting scholarships and applying to colleges.
Wow. Well, shout out to all the teachers that we work with because they are definitely amazing. What is your advice to other uh, Hispanic Mexican American gifted students?
My advice, I would say, is that if you're given an opportunity, such as to skip a grade, I would say take it because in the short term, it might not seem that fun to you um, or that good for you, but in the long term, it really pays off. And also, just skipping a grade, that's a really great thing that you could put in college applications, and that makes you stand out.
Wow. All right. Well, last but not least, I'm really enjoying this interview, Santiago. But last but certainly not least, what is your advice to families and school leaders in urban communities who do not believe in grade skipping and refuse to accelerate our students of color in this way?
I would say that grade skipping does work, uh, and that it really depends on the student and how their experiences have been. Because some they find their classes really easy, and that's a easy choice for them to make. And also to skip a grade, that's a very, I would say, a laborious process in order to make sure that the student is ready and capable of doing it, because it's such a big decision. But at the end of the day, it's just something that pays off for everyone.
Wow. Well, I definitely appreciate that. Do you have any last words for our guest?
No, I think that would be it for today.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Santiago. We really appreciate you sharing your story and your advice to us. Um, so, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well,